Earlier in the year, I went to Surbiton and I ate at a place called the French Table, which was a lovely little neighbourhood restaurant. Got me thinking, when I'm out and about in the rest of the country, can I find anywhere with a similar kind of vibe to that? Now, I'm in Yorkshire at the moment, and I think I found a place. It's called Norman's Neighbourhood Kitchen. Now, it's not owned by someone called Norman. Apparently, Norman is the owner's dog, which is interesting. Now, this is in a little town called Kirkburton. I think the nearest big town to here is probably Huddersfield, but it's not too far away from Leeds and Wakefield, that sort of area. Now, from what I understand, this place is pretty special. I looked online, Google reviews, 5 out of 5. On TripAdvisor, 4.9 out of 5. That suggests it's pretty good, doesn't it? Now, I'm not expecting northern food here. I think it's going to be a bit of a seasonal thing. Lots of interesting different flavours matched up. I'm expecting it to be really, really good. Bruce Springsteen ate here recently, apparently. Don't know what he was doing in this little town in Yorkshire, but he was here. Anyway, we're going to get inside and find out what it's all about. It's in the Good Food Guide, the Michelin Guide. Will it end up as one of my favourite restaurants or not? Let's go find out. Right, we've come inside and been seated, and I've got to say, I really like the look of this restaurant inside. Very nicely designed. Nice solid looking wooden tables, great decor around the walls, great colour on the walls. Got a similar colour to that on one of my bedroom walls. Not that you need to know that information particularly. Given menus, this is a drinks menu here, and there's all sorts of interesting stuff in there. I'm going to go for something a little bit different off of there, I think. And we have the main menu, which is here. Now, there's all sorts of different stuff here. There's some nibbles, there's some small plates, and then there's some sort of savoury and sweet little after kind of things. The idea here is it is small plates, and it's done in a sort of sharing kind of way, almost a tapas kind of way, really. They'll bring things over as they're ready, and you just get to share them out between people on the table. And like I say, really nicely set up restaurant, and really friendly people so far. Looking forward to trying some of their food. From the nibbly things, can we grab one lot of olives, one of the tuna tarts, and I think we're both going to have the focaccia, aren't we? So, yeah, 2 lots of that. Then from the main plates, we would like the tomatoes. That sounds really interesting with the ice cream as well.
It's wrong, but it's right.
Yeah. I had what was it? A tomato and melon soup with a peach ice cream in it, in a place down in Surbiton recently.
That sounds, it was
right again, it sounded weird, but it was beautiful, you know. So
not pushing it out. That one too.
We would like the tartiflette as well, please. The asparagus and the lamb breast. The interesting drink I decided to choose is this: Schöfferhofer juicy pineapple beer. Sounds a bit unusual, doesn't it? So, I guess it's going to be a little like... Now, for those of you who are sort of familiar with Central Europe, you go over there, you get a radler, don't you? Which is kind of like a shandy kind of thing, but they make it with different flavours. Something I've drunk in Hungary quite a lot. Where you'll get like a cherry one, so it's beer mixed with like a cherryade. Pineapple, though, is a new one on me. Do you know what? When I put that up to my mouth, the smell was the first thing that hit me, and it smells very, very sweet of pineapple. And you do get the pineapple flavour, but it still tastes like a beer. And it works. I like it. So folks, the first few items that we've ordered have arrived. I have got this beautiful little tuna tart here. We have that house-made cheddar focaccia with the Marmite butter here, and just some olives. Olives are a nice little way to kind of get the palate going, aren't they, for a meal? So, let's move all this cutlery out the way so we can use the plate. First thing I'm going to do, though, is go for this tart. It's served on this little wooden box. Come in and take a look how pretty this is. Really delicate tart. And it is filled with tuna We've got ginger in there, we've got some elderflower vinegar and pickled green strawberries. Really interesting kind of mix of flavours there, isn't it? Now it's too big to do it just in one, but we'll have a fairly good bite of it. Here we go. Oh, that's lovely. That tart case is so crispy. The tuna, been marinating in a little bit of soy. So you've got a salty element to that. And then you've got the freshness from all the other ingredients in there. That is a very clever and very well balanced thing. It's like dropping all down my front. I'll pop it down there for now. Oh, those pickled green strawberries are great. A real whack of vinegar in them. I like that. Okay. Olives are olives, aren't they? Let's see if we can stab one here. Very nice ones though. We got little bits of tomato and stuff in there as well. £4 for this. You'd pay that anyway, wouldn't you? What I'm really intrigued about though is this. I mean, look at this focaccia. How big a slice of it is that? Like a doorstop. So we're going to take a little piece of this for now. Put the big one back on there. And we're going to get some of this Marmite butter on. Again, come and take a little look at this. See how beautiful that looks. Great colour to it. Great presentation. And we're just going to grab a little bit off the end. It's beautifully soft there. Marmite butter. What do you guys think about Marmite? Let me know. Marmite is one of my favourite things. And do you know what? I quite like Marmite butter. If you make a bit of toast at home and wait for it to go cold, then butter it, then put Marmite on, it's a thing of beauty. Here we go. This focaccia is lovely and warm as well. That is genuinely one of the tastiest things I've eaten in a long time. The cheese in that bread is a really prominent flavour. And here, on the outside, it kind of tastes a bit like the burnt bits you got on cheese on toast. Cheese and Marmite is a great combination in my opinion. That is incredible. I'll tell you what, if you're designing your death row meal, this is going on it. That's outstanding. The first of our sort of main plates has come out. This is the tomato dish. So we have the Isle of Wight tomatoes with the sherry dressing, the pan grattato, which is like an almond breadcrumby kind of thing over the top, and the Thai basil ice cream. So in we go. It's really pretty. It's almost a shame to destroy it. I'm gonna though. We'll go with the tomatoes first. A little bit of onion in there as well. Those tomatoes are beautifully ripe. That cherry dressing on the top. It's got a nice little bit of sweetness to it. That is very tasty, but what I'm really interested in is seeing how it marries up with this ice cream. This is a Thai basil ice cream. Which is so smooth. My goodness me. That is smoother than Roger Moore in a James Bond film. God. The flavours and the textures here just work together beautifully. There's some reasonably strong flavours in it, but they just marry up really nicely. It's something that sounds like a really simple dish, but you can tell there's a fair amount of process gone into it and a lot of thought into the design. That I really like. Our remaining dishes have all come out. What a treat these look. So, where shall we start? Over here. We have the asparagus dish. So we've got fermented wild garlic stem in there. We have got a brown butter, and grated over the top there is some soy cured egg yolk. Sounds very interesting. Moving over here, we have the thing I'm excited about, the tartiflette. This looks like a cheese lover's dream. We've got bacon in there. It's a English Baron Bigod cheese, which is a bit like a brie. That should be very, very tasty. And then, across here, the lamb dish. So there's a slow-cooked lamb breast here, which they roll and then slice and fry just to get it crisped up. The sauce underneath, it's got chilli and peanuts in it. Peanut over the top, coriander, yogurt, and alongside it, some little spinach, flatbread things, and some pickled bits. We've got red cabbage, some chilies, and some cucumber there. Lots of interesting flavours. I think those pickle bits will probably go quite nicely with that tartiflette as well. Yum! I'm going to start with the asparagus and the tartiflette, and then we'll come back to the lamb right at the end. So we've got some nice asparagus stems here, cooked in this brown butter sauce with the wild garlic in, and then the grated, kind of like a cured egg yolk over the top. Asparagus cuts really nicely, and we're just going to go for this all in one. Get the asparagus, we've got the egg yolk on there, and get the sauce. That is great. The asparagus is cooked perfectly. Nice little bit of bite to it. That sauce, the brown butter's a little bit nutty, and you've got the little garlic in there too. Quite a mild garlicky flavour. I'm interested in getting a bit more of this egg yolk on as well. Overall, it's surprisingly savoury, but blimey, it's good. I'll bring this plate in, and we're going to go for the tartiflette. Notice I've saved some of this bread. That'll be useful for mopping things up at the end, won't it? So come and have a little look at this. Look how beautifully grilled that's been on the top. You've got the rind of the cheese there. Come here. Come here. I want to get some of that topping. God, it looks glorious. Look at how creamy this sauce is. Rich with the bacon in there as well, and all that cheese. That is a treat, isn't it? Okay, here we go. Let's see how the potatoes cooked. Again, cuts really nicely. Come here. I want a bit of everything, really. It's the ultimate comfort food, it really is. It's the sort of thing, you know, you want to eat on a skiing holiday or something like that. Not that I go on skiing holidays. But it's going to keep the cold out. Great flavour, that cheese. Wow. And the potato is cooked absolutely perfectly. That's insanely good. Wow. Okay, I'm going to finish these little bits up then, and then we'll come back and we'll do the lamb one last. We're having such a good time. So the last of our kind of main dishes here. This is the lamb breast. Come in and take a closer look at this. So we've got peanuts on there, we've got coriander yogurt, and this is called a salsa matcha underneath. It's got chili and peanuts and stuff in, and then all the pickly bits and the little flatbreads there on the side. Kind of like the poshest kebab you've ever seen, isn't it? So, let's get this lamb breast and give it a try. It's obviously crisped up on the outside. Looks nice and tender inside too. Lamb breast is naturally quite fatty, isn't it? Well, that's where the flavour is. And it makes it soft and unctuous when you slow cook it. The coriander yoghurt on the top there lends it a bit of freshness. The peanuts with some texture. But this little salsa thing underneath the sauce does have a reasonable amount of fire in it. Not crazy, but enough that you know about it, you know? Oh, let's try and make like a little, I'm going to call it a taco, because they're very small. Little spinach flatbread. I'm going to curl it up like that. We're going to put some of this lamb in the middle. Here we go. And a little bit of these pickly bits. In they go too. A bit of the, this is pickled cucumber, not cornichon. A little bit of cabbage too. I'm making a mess of that board, but such is life, eh? Behave, fork, don't try and get away. I know I'm not using you to eat this, but don't get upset. Here we go. That's lovely. This little flatbread is almost chewy. It gives a great texture. The lamb, like I said, is soft and unctuous inside. I want to get a bit more and some of that sauce on if I can, but I can't cut the lamb one-handed. There we go. Let's get some of this in here with the sauce. And let's get it in my gob, shall we? I surrender. It's all too good. The combinations of flavours and textures, the attention to detail is just spot on. I can see why this place is so highly lauded. Every guide that's worth its salt has put this place in it. It's not a big place. What are we looking at? Maybe 30 or 40 covers in here, tops. I'm telling you what, if you get the chance, you want to come and try some of these things. Only space for a little bit of dessert now. Those dishes that we've had are pretty filling and absolutely delicious. There are a couple of things that we saw on the pudding menu that we just had to try. Here, this is called chocolate, cherry and sesame. So it's a chocolate delice, cherries on the top, a little cherry ice cream, and the cherries have actually been posted some kind of sesame liquid of sorts. I mean, someone just shot the chef by the sounds of it. And here we have dark chocolate fudge that's actually finished in beef fat. Wow. Anyway, let's give this a try. I'm going to move one of these cherries off and get a little bit of this. Here we go. That's really yummy. The chocolate. Come and have a look at this chocolate here. You'll see in here the chocolate delice, how smooth that is. Sesame notes throughout there. And I'm just going to try this ice cream with a little crumb underneath. This is a cherry yoghurt ice cream. Wow. That is really, really bright and sharp with the cherry flavour. That is great. Passing that over to the camera person now, because I was under strict instructions not to eat very much of that. And here we go. This is called the beef fat fudge. We've got sea salt on there, beef fat, but it's basically a dark chocolate fudge. And again, looks beautifully made.
Thank you.
Wow. That is quite sweet, but the dark chocolate tempers it. Then you get the sea salt, and then you get the merest little hint of that beef fat in there. Wow. Absolutely superb. I'm being told to stop speaking now. so the little one can eat that dessert. So I'll see you outside and we'll sum it all up. Do you know what, folks? Showing you places and food like that is what brings me the most joy in doing this channel. A little place that probably you wouldn't have heard of if you hadn't come across this video. Norman's Neighbourhood Kitchen. What a fabulous place it is. Absolutely spectacular. The food, well, there's nothing really to criticise of it, I don't think. Nothing I can think of. Some of the nicest things I've eaten in a long time. That cheesy focaccia with the Marmite butter. I mean, that's going on my death row meal list. That is absolutely spectacular. Even things down to the little bits of fudge at the end of the meal with the beef fat topping on there. Just great. Absolutely great. And it's interesting because they've gone through a lot of kind of fancier looking things, like the little tuna tart. But then you've got the lamb breast, which is a bit punchier. They're covering all sorts of different bases. Seasonal produce. The menu changes all the time. They've just got it right. They have just got it right. Let me talk you through this bill. Well, I'll put it on the screen. It cost £86.50 for the two of us. And yeah, that's not a cheap lunch, is it? But we're probably over it. Let's be fair. Ordered more than we really needed to. And we've eaten really, really, really well. I've got to come up with a score for this. And I don't think it'll be any surprise to you. It's a really, really easy 5 out of 5. Definitely 5 out of 5. I can't pick anything in there that I'm going to criticise. Does it get Greeno's green light? Absolutely it does. 100% Greeno's green light. If you ever find yourself in this part of the world, it's a little place called Kirkburton, just outside of Huddersfield, not too far from Wakefield and Leeds. Seriously, come and give this place a try. It really is that good. Is it as good as the French table? I mean, I think it's up there. Very different kind of places. This is more for sharing kind of stuff. It's a more kind of informal experience, I suppose. So 2 different places, but pretty much just as good. Anyway. Oh, a cute little doggy. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to click a thumbs up on there. Take a look at that French table one as well if you haven't seen that one yet. And have a little dig around the vault, see what else you enjoy. If you'd like the content, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel, ding your bell for notifications and all that good stuff. Right, where to next? Do you know what? I feel like a lie down, I've overeaten. But maybe a good long walk will sort that out. I'll see you next time.